Good evening, Shrikant sir. Very good evening. Good evening, Vikram sir. Hope all are you fine. Okay. Good evening, Shruti ma'am. Good evening. Good evening to all of you. So today is the first class of your LRAB subject. Very good evening to all of you. So are you ready for Jan 2020 exam? First of all, let me introduce myself. Myself, Advocate Nikita. Myself, Advocate Nikita Singh. Okay. And done my graduation, post graduation, but obvious law graduation and the gold medalist in my post graduation. Okay, and I will teach you this LRAB subject, which is so simple. If I compare this subject to your other subject, that is account and PBB, so I think this LRAB subject is very easy as comparison to the other two subject, right or not? Shrikant sir, Saritha ma'am, this LRAB subject is tough or easy? Just tell me, first of all. Many of you think that, ma'am, how we can just learn these sections, important cases, important act. Excellent trick answer. Very good. So if I compare this subject, see, this legal and regulatory aspect of banking. First of all, this is today is the first class. In the first class, I will just teach you your syllabus. Why I will teach your syllabus? Because if you just mug up your syllabus, it means that your 50% course is already completed. So in today's class, I will just teach you the syllabus of your LRAB subject, so that you can easily analyze yourself that how much syllabus we have completed in this batch. Exactly, Saritha ma'am. If the concept is clear, if the base is clear, then definitely you can easily just gain this subject. Okay. So before starting this topic, legal and regulatory aspect of banking, first of all, congrats to all of you, because you all have done, you all will crack this exam, this paper. The paper third, I think the date is 22 Jan, right? So congrats to all, because you will crack this exam. But the condition is that, condition means that the rules and regulation that you have to follow in my class, I will tell you in the class. Okay. My voice is not clear, China ma'am. No, Sarat sir, that is not a confusing subject. That is very, very easy subject. Okay, China ma'am, my voice is clear now. Saritha ma'am, my voice is audible now, right? This is so much easy subject, because see, law is nothing but a common sense. Good evening to all of you. What I say that law is nothing but the common sense. Law is a common sense and logic. Only these two words you have to just keep in your mind always, that if I teach you any act, and so this act basically, all act have a one concept means the one meaning. So if you done with this concept now, then you will easily crack, or you can easily learn this act. So always listen that the common sense and logic that you have applied in your act, so this common sense and logic happen in your day-to-day life. So your LRAB subject is that subject in which every act, just wandering in day-to-day life. That is LRAB subject. Okay, my volume is low. Okay, now it is okay. Okay, now see. So before starting this subject, we have to understand that what do you mean by the term legal, regulatory, and bank. Why I am defining these three words? Because your subject, that is legal regulatory aspect of banking. So just try to understand this topic, this paper, and then we will do the syllabus of your LRAB subject. So in your LRAB, the first one is legal. So legal basically means that law. Law means simply the rules and regulation. And please listen very carefully. And the first thing that you have to do that, please make a one-liner copy. What is, ma'am, one-liner copy? See, you have to be keep one copy with your. In this copy, you have to note down the one-liner, or you can say the one word which I will tell you in each slide. If you do this thing, then that thing will really help you in the revision of your LRAB subject. That after these two subject, I think 8 or 9 date is there for PPB and AFB subject. So after that, from January 10 to January 21, you can easily revise your LRAB subject if you just make this one liner copy or the one word copy. So it's on you that if you make this copy, then that will definitely 100% give you benefit and a good result. And if you just only listen the wordings of mine, then but obvious, if any song came, so if you just revise the song, if you just chanting the song, then only we can just remember that song. So same thing happened to your this one study also. If you revise this one liner notes, then only you can 100% revise your particular words. So it's a humble request to just make a one liner copy of your LRAB subject. In today's class, what you have to do, you have to just write the one word of your syllabus, one word of your syllabus, that is of LRAB. So if you just remember the one word which I will tell you in each module of your LRAB, so by this word you can easily grab this. Okay, now we have to learn only 30x in your LRAB subject, only 30x and nothing. So it is not a difficult, and many of you just belong from the non-commerce background. So this act is totally new for them. So no need to scare. You only have to follow my direction and my guidelines. If you follow, you will crack this exam. Is that clear to all of you? You have to make a one-liner copy. And see, this is the 1 month. Okay, I know. You are from CS, okay, computer science branch. So it is newly completed, new for me. So that's why I am saying just please make a one word copy so that it will really help to you. Okay, and if you will not make, so just see the recorded session. That's it. And recorded session means totally time waste. So that's why for each slide, just make a one word. Okay, excellent. Now see, legal means simply the law. In India, whenever law present in the parliament, what is parliament? See, our government have the three organ: legislature, executive, and judiciary. So parliament means it is known as the central government. Parliament is the central government in which they just make a national law to the country, because it is a work of legislature. So this national law which is made by the parliament, that is called law. So whatever law that is made in India for any field, so that law will be always made by the central government and the state government. So always remember. So this your LRAB subject, the first word is legal. So legal simply means the law. Now, what kind of law we have to learn in this subject? So we have to learn the law related to the banking system. Not all types of law you have to study. You have to study only the law which is related to the banking sector. In our graduation, when I've just done my graduation, we have, done with 50 acts, or we have just read the 50 laws. You can easily think that 50 acts in our graduation and 20 acts in my post graduation. So 70 law I have completed in my graduation plus post graduation. But in your syllabus, you have to only read 30 plus act. 30 is, I think, that is too high. 25 to 30 acts only. And suppose this is one act. So in this act, you do not have to mug up. Suppose this act contained 250 section. So in your LRAB subject, you do not have to mug up all the section of this act. You only have to remember 5 to 10 sections of this act. So this is important thing that you have to note down. So no need to scare that you have to learn this much of section. No, only 5 to 10 section of each act you have to remember. That's it. So I think this thing that, ma'am, how we can learn this section, this thing is definitely removed from your mind, that we do not have to mug up all the section. Okay, because I know how to learn how to teach these sections in a one word. Because in our graduation, we remembered these 250 section also, but how it is possible? By making a one liner of section. So if you make this one, definitely this will help you. So this LRAB subject, you have to learn the law, but law should be related to the banking terms. That's it. Now, who will regulate this law? This is the second term, regulatory. So regulatory means to regulate the law. Which kind of law? Banking law. Which kind of law? Banking law. That's it. So this is the exact definition of your LRAB subject, that we have to understand the term law. Which kind of law? Banking law. And in banking law, we have to learn how to regulate the law. That's it. So I think this subject LRAB is clear to all of you, that what is the exact definition of your LRAB subject, that we have to learn the banking related law and its regulation. Is that clear to all of you? Money ma'am, Raman sir, Simham sir, is that clear to all of you, that what is the exact definition of your LRAB subject? Excellent. So just try to write the legal means law, regulatory means to regulate the law, and banking means, bank means simple bank. That's it. So simple. Now, this thing. 120 question. Oh, don't worry. Maximum 100 marks. That's great. And only 2 hours. So for this one, how to manage the 120 question? So today is 29th November. So from today, what you have to do? One-liner copy. That is simple. And do mock paper. These two are the key, and one-liner revision must. These two are the key to crack this exam. One-liner copy with revision and the mock paper. So whatever other 24/7 have given you the mock paper, it's a humble request to do the mock paper from today. From today, you have to do the mock paper. I don't know how much acts or law you know, but keep trying mock paper. Is that clear to all of you? Because time is very less. Time is very less. You can easily see that. No. You can easily see that 22 Jan is the exam date. So, and this batch is start from today, 29 November, and it will be, I think, end at December. So after December, what you will do, suppose if the student think that, no, I will do the mock paper after December. So this is the wrong decision which you will take. So from today itself, make a one-liner and just do the mock paper. Please follow this one. Otherwise, you will not, you do not have a time to crack or just learn this thing. Many of you think that, no, I will just revise the syllabus after finishing of this session. This is absolutely wrong decision. So mock paper and your one-liner should be with, suppose mock paper today, just do one mock paper and a one-liner. This class, today is the first class, just make a one-liner copy of today's class. It's done. Now see, this is the LRAB pattern. As we know that 70 question is of half marks, 35 question 1 marks, and 15 question 2 marks. So today I will also tell you that which module, because your LRAB subject is generally divided into the 4 module. So I will tell you which module is important, and this 70 marks question comes from which module. So A, B, C, D. These are the 4 module, and we will study these module in our syllabus. Okay. So just grab this thing in your mind that how much question you will face in your LRAB subject. Done? Okay. Because I just I have a very many so many year of experience. Cover syllabus daily per mock quarter. No. I will just cover my syllabus as per the study plan, ma'am. Okay. But in your Adda 24/7, for each chapter, there is a, I think, chapter wise question also. Yeah. This is also very good. There is a chapter wise question also of your LRAB subject. If you will do this one, then that will really give you more benefit. No, sir. This one, sir, it is not necessary to read the full Macmillan book because time is very less. Just keep your mind in only this material which I am giving you, which I am going to give you. Okay? No need to read any content material. But what you have to do, one-liner copy. First thing, mock paper. And the third one, chapter-wise question. Please do this. Chapter wise question of your LRAB subject, do this one. And no need to refer any material. It's my saying that always prefer, if you want to clear the concept, suppose there is a one concept, if you want to clear it, so just refer only one material. Read this material 10 times. But if you read the one concept with 10 material, this will not give you benefit. So just adopt this formula in your life. For one concept, one material, and just revise it 10 times so that you will not forget it. Done? Now see. How to crack? Simply, first of all, just take off the burden from your mind that you only have to require 50%. You have to, 100% you have to solve the question, because there is a no negative marking, isn't it? All of you know that, no? There is a no negative marking in your LRAB or in any subject. Is that right or not? Because many of you didn't know the syllabus, didn't know the pattern exam. So that's why in this today's first class, I will give you each every point. Is that clear to all of you? Now see, know your syllabus. This is the main motto of my first class, that I have to teach you the syllabus. And if you learn this syllabus in today's class, 100% your course will be finished. 100% you will just mug up, because only limited acts are there. You know how this acts made? Acts means law. If any law is made of environment related law, so this bill will be present before the parliament. This bill when passed with the Lok Sabha plus Rajya Sabha, then it will just present before the president. When the president will sign, then it become an act. So this is basically the procedure of any act. Okay, just make a strategy for studying, and I just already told you how to you make this one, and practice and attempt the more mock test, that is already clear to you. Now please make a one liner of the syllabus, because now we have started the syllabus. Okay, so the student who are saying that, ma'am, this is this LRAB is a very confusing subject, there are so much act. Trust me, there are not so much act, there are only limited act. Now please note down, first of all, module A, B, C, D. For these module, module D is important one. Many of the question of half marks generally come from the module D. So module D, you have to just prefer in a first preference. Okay. After that, this, then this, and then this. This is the priority of your syllabus, priority of your LRAB. Module D, then module C, then module B, and then module A. Yes, this is my opinion, because what I feel that first of all from tomorrow we will just we will just try to start our syllabus from module D, because this is very important, and many acts many acts cover in this one module C and D. Module A contain only 2 acts, and module B is your banking related terms, banking related terms, and C and D contain the acts. Acts means law. This is the crux of your module A, B, and C. Please note down in a one-liner. In module A, only 2 acts you have to learn. B, banking related terms we will discuss, and module C and D contains the act. Act means law. That's it. Is that clear to all of you? That which module you have to just keep in your mind in the priority. Module D, C, B, and A. That's it. Done? So shall we start with the syllabus? And please focus this syllabus in your mind, because this syllabus I have just taken from your notification. So don't ignore this syllabus. Now, we will first of all discuss the module D. Module D, first of all, just see the heading of module D. And please listen this very carefully. Module D belong to the commercial laws with reference to the banking operation. So commercial law means that is related to the business. Just try to just learn. So in this module D, just write a one word business. That's it. So module D, we have to learn the acts which is related to the business. Got it? If you want to write this commercial law, you can also write the commercial law. Otherwise, please write the word business. So module D, we have to cover commercial law and business. Now, the first one is Indian Contract Act. Just write down the one word contract. That's it. So this act basically belongs to the contract. Suppose Uma ma'am just go to the bank, and she had just opened her account in the bank. So this is called contract. Yes, it is contract. Second example, suppose a person just go to the movie hall for to see the movie. This is contract. Yes, this is contract. Third example, suppose a person go to the shop to just purchase anything. This is contract. So see, this simple act we have to study. We have to just learn the contract, different types of contract that happen day to day life. So in the Indian Contract Act, we have to learn the concept of what are the different things that make a contract, what are the procedure of contract, types of contract. That's it. So this act is clear to all of you. I have just, taken the very few silly examples that always happen in day-to-day life. Is that clear? Contract, just always keep in your mind this thing. Module D, commercial law, we have to learn only the business law. So contract is but obvious, that is a business law. Is that clear to all of you, contract? Say yes or no. And just write down the one word, that is contract. Now, second one. This is contract, one word. Now, the second one is goods. If we deal with the commercial law or if we deal with the business law, so in business, we generally deal with the goods. So goods simply means that deal in the business. Goods, it means that is a movable property. Goods related to the movable property. So that's why in this act, we have to learn the concept of goods. This is good and this is goods. So good means acha, that is fair, that is called this fair good. And goods means that is related to the material. So in this app, we have to learn the material, and that material should be movable. That's it. Next one, Indian Partnership Act. Just write down the one word partnership. Partnership simply means suppose X, Y, Z, three persons are there who have just opened this, firm that is a legal firm. So these all three will be called as the partners. So partners, they are working in the firm that is called partnership. That's it. I have a good partner. I have a bad partner. This is called this one. So in this act, we have to learn the laws related to the partnership. This law basically belong to the Company Act. If you want to open any company, so we have to learn the right and regulations of the company, features of the company, what procedure you have to follow to open the companies. So these things we have to study in the Company Act. That's it. Just try to make a one liner of your syllabus. Now, transfer of property act. Just write down the one word property. What is property? Property may be movable and immovable. That's it. In this second, I just say you that this act deal with the movable and this TP act deal with the immovable. So simple. Immovable property. So simple. So just write down the one word of transfer of property means this act deal with the property. All five acts belong to the business law because all thing, suppose if we just purchase the immovable property, if we want to give immovable property, we have to come in the business. Company Act, company open, the main aim of any company is to do any business. Partnership always done in the business. Goods always deal with the business. Contract always.
A very good evening to all of you. The class that you just watched was the first paid class of JAB English Medium batch, which started yesterday, that is 29 November. We have a very few seats left in this batch, and today is the last day of 80% discount in this batch. So use the code Y391 to take admission in the and crack the JAB 2022.